letter from the Gantry.
Thanks, Neil. The penultimate weekend of the 24-25 English football season produced a stunning reminder of the essential part of the game we love so much, played by supporters. Fans fuel football. They are pillars of the clubs they worship, the communities they represent, the boroughs they bind together. They are not customers who might choose another brand for their sporting shopping. Theirs is a lifetime commitment. Look at the passion the Eagles faithful gave Crystal Palace at Wembley in the FA Cup final and the semi as well. Selhurst Park, with a capacity of around 25,000, is not big enough to showcase the breadth of the backing that filled their allocation in the National Stadium. It indicated that they are a bigger club than you might think. South London is still resonating to the sounds of Glad All Over and Oliver's Army. It was third time lucky for Palace, and I've commentated on all three of their finals. They scored first each time, and against Manchester City it was the earliest they'd taken the lead. Eberechi Eze's goal after 16 minutes, just ahead of Gary O'Reilly after 18 minutes in 1990, and well ahead of Jason Puncheon, 78 minutes in 2016. In the end, both those games went to extra time, and in the former, a replay. On both occasions, Palace finished runners-up, beaten by Manchester United. Even though there were 10 added minutes to the 90 against Manchester City, the Glasner Group remained steadfast to become the 45th different club to win the FA Cup. Remarkably, the early goal, right out of the Palace playbook, was enough and left City sad all over. Television captured the tension of those extra minutes perfectly via the agony on the faces of the fans, particularly the number one supporter, both emotional and financial, Steve Parish, the club chairman. No one deserves the current accolades more than Steve. Joel Ward, a good friend of the joy of football, got to raise the FA Cup at the end of his 13 years of splendid service to the South London club, to the deafening soundtrack of supporters who'd experienced nothing like it in the club's 120-year history. Joel now linked forever with the club's first major trophy. 12 hours after leaving Wembley, I was parking up outside Goodison Park to witness another occasion made amazing by those who invest so much of their time and money in following their favourite team. Nowhere in football quite matches Merseyside for sentiment and extrovert emotion, and the Evertonians have been polishing up their passion for the end of an era at the stadium which has been the club's base for almost 133 years. Yet it wasn't the final farewell, thanks to Everton's new owners, the Friedkin Group. To their great credit, they've recognised Goodison Park's pivotal place in the club's community. They've not just spared demolition, but they will give it a makeover as a hub primarily for the Everton women's squad. No wrecking ball, there will be football. Maybe even those who made the decision didn't realise how appropriate it was. Back in 1920, Goodison staged a ladies' game with a huge crowd. But a year later, fearing this uprising in popularity, the FA decreed that football was not appropriate for females and banned women from playing anything but kickabouts, a ban which lasted 50 years. But it is the end of men's senior football in this boisterous but venerable venue, and the current team marked it with a win. Only their fifth at home in Goodison's goodbye season. Unjai enjoyed the day in particular, scorer of the penultimate and the last Goodison goals. Iliman living up to his dressing room nickname of Skillyman. The midday kickoff allowed plenty of time for a post-match celebration, a closing ceremony of appropriate words and music, with around 80 ex-players in attendance. I shared commentary duties with the excellent Leon Osman, who scored 26 Premier League goals in the stadium and is Everton to his core, and he was able to dash across to join the Toffees' returning heroes. So Goodison Park, the grand old lady, will have a quieter life, but does live on, which I must admit, even for a neutral, was a comforting thought as I headed back home.